starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go, let's go. First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And oh, what a catch that time by Landry. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I can't believe they even let you. 59! Kill. Move! Hey, go back. We got motion. Back up. Omaha, ready, move! Hey, Haywood!
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Partner, we know I'm the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
We go set! Yellow 80! Sears right here. We got to step it up. White 5. Hey. Here we go. Monday. Where's the mic? Hey, Alpha. Okay, just like that.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking left side, and it's complete. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 79 yards. As his guys are on the board here. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they were out here
with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. Check. 40's mine. 40's the mine. 40's the mine. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey. 40's mine. 40's mine. It won't be.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A huge play that time on 3rd and 7.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Rush in.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. These two teams all tied after one. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, Rodgers.
Rodgers pass complete to Jarvis Landry. It's a gain of 6.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Set 80. Check, check. Watch the turn. Watch the turn.
After the interception, here's Stanford. Gets it to Gordon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now it's Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard. And it's 4th. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it. And now this offense starts just... And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return. But I don't think they care. They've got the football back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Pilot, 64, weak. 40 got, 40 got. Hey, Charlie. 44 is the mic.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
Now the ball comes loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Pitches it to Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Johnson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
22. Tighten up. Hey, box truck.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Lions are able to extend their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Stafford on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it with Johnson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Come get some. Come on.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 44.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
44's mine. Check, check. Hey, high 7. Hey, easy. You ready?
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's got room. 20. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. It's caught here by Adams. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move but couldn't free much space. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end Leggett. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Hey, exit. Go. Let's go, D. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. Short pass complete to Leggett. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
And we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go. 60 or. Go. 51, Mike 51. Now.
He'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey, zoom. Zoom.
2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, orbit.
They'll set up to throw. And Adams has it complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. Hard throw, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun?
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Barr in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he completes it to Hunt. 23 yards, the final tally. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down, Packers.
Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Now back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
And that's complete to Adams.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
I got you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's got this down to the 35. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. 33 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Leggett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Hey, Charlie.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and
most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort.
And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Lady! Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Lions, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss.